introduction will imagine waking up one day to find that your homeland no longer exists. Living in a land where you speak the language, know the history, and love the culture, but it isn't yours. This isn't a fantasy story, it's the reality of millions of Kurds who have been searching for a homeland that was never born. Today, I will tell you a story that is rarely heard. How were the Kurds promised a country? Why did it disappear before it even existed? And what still prevents Kurdistan from becoming a reality? At the end of World War I, the great powers began redrawing the world map. The Ottoman Empire was collapsing, and the Kurds, who had lived in their mountains for centuries, finally dreamed of an independent homeland. In 1920, the major powers signed the Treaty of Sèvres, which clearly included the establishment of an independent Kurdish state in northern Iraq and southeastern Turkey. The Kurds believed this was the long-awaited dream, but it didn't last. However, global powers don't prioritize dreams. They focus on interests. Just 3 years later, a new agreement erased everything, the Treaty of Lausanne. In 1923, the major powers gathered again, but this time there was no mention of Kurdistan. Kurdish lands were divided among 4 countries: Iraq, Syria, Iran, and Turkey. They were denied their own state and were not even granted self-rule. Imagine seeing your homeland taken away right before your eyes, without being able to do anything about it. The Kurds never stopped striving for their rights, whether through politics or other means. In Iraq, they gained self-rule, but in other countries, they faced suppression and restrictions. In Turkey, speaking Kurdish was banned at certain times in history. In Syria and Iran, they were not allowed to freely practice their cultural rights. Then, in 2017, the Kurds in Iraq attempted to achieve independence through a historic referendum. An overwhelming 92.73% voted in favor, with 7.27% against, from a 72.16% voter turnout. But the world refused to recognize it. What if the Treaty of Sèvres had never been abandoned? Would the Middle East look different today? Could Kurdistan have become a strong nation? No one knows the answer, but one truth remains. The Kurds are still searching for their homeland. A homeland that may not exist on the map, but is carved into their hearts. History has not been fair to the Kurds, but will there be a different ending one day? Now, my question to you, do you think Kurdistan will ever become a country? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more fascinating historical stories.